All right, y'all. So I am adding a new show to my repertoire. I was bored one day on Peacock, looking for something good to watch, and I was really looking for old episodes of Housewives of Atlanta, and Housewives of Potomac popped up, and I watched an episode here or there. But this was this was episode 1 of season 9. I'm like, okay, this is a fresh start, so let me just see what they giving, honey. It wasn't explosive because it's the first episode, but it still gave me enough to want to add it to my list, and maybe we can add it to our weekly, videos. So here we go. Housewives of Potomac was giving what it was giving. So let's give it what we got.
I'm the type of girl you call wifey. Yeah.
What does the cat do?
Meow.
So the episode starts off with us reflecting on Karen's accident. Apparently, she was leaving dinner one night. Mama had one too many cocktails. She went to verving and swerving. She went to the left, she went to the right, and before you know it, she had no sight. And she ran into a tree. And then bam! Bitch got hit by a bus. Oh, yes, like she had ran into a tree. So, of course, y'all know how things go with Housewives. It's still fresh. There's a lawsuit. It's a legal matter, so we can't talk about. Girl, if the news can obtain all of these details, why can't you talk about it? I don't know. I don't know. But Giselle goes to pick up Karen, and they go out for breakfast. And of course, she is probing what happened. And Karen was like, well, I can't talk about it, girl. You can read, it'll come out when I'm able to talk about it. I can talk about it. But y'all know me. Y'all know my character. Now, although I have not watched any complete season of Potomac, I know enough about the stars of this show to know that y'all not finna come for Karen and this drinking this entire season. Y'all not about to do that. Okay. I did hear that this is not her first DUI. And mama do got a problem with drink. But, hold on. Any reality star got a long thing around with drinking. Y'all pulled that shit with Married to Medicine and Dr. Heavenly in that coffee cup. Y'all scared her into oblivion, and we never saw that coffee cup again. Y'all not finna do that to Karen. She had a mistake. A slip of the wrist. Again. But it's okay. But you could have killed somebody. You could have killed a deer. You damn sure killed that car. I heard the tree is in critical condition, but she not pressing charges because accidents happen. But girl, you could have endangered yourself or, anybody else. So it is a serious matter, and I don't want to make too light of it. But girl, we now got drunk before and did some questionable things. Now, grant you the same thing is happening again, but let a bitch have a drink every now and again. And don't drink in front of me and then... Are we bothering you about drinking? Bitch, if I slap you, is it gonna hurt? On top of the fact that Karen is going through a lot. Karen's marriage is on the rocks. Karen lost both of her parents. She got this DUI type of situation. And that's just what we know. We don't know what's beneath the surface of the iceberg. It could be so much more that this woman is going through. A little piece of Ciroc and a little piece of hen dog ain't gonna hurt. Even though, I heard, Sir Davis is a little bit more smoother, so you may want to sip and not gulp, okay? Take it slow. Mia, your reputation precedes you. I know about as much as I need to know about Mia, and I have, again, not watched not one episode that she was in. So, Mia is a whore. And Mia was with Gordon, and then Gordon... I guess, can you keep up? No. So she lost her breath with Ink. And now she dating Ink. She, going all around town, loving on Ink, traveling with him, squatting down in photos so he can seem taller, standing in the back so it can seem like they're the same height. She is really going above and beyond for him. And then I guess Ink brought it up somebody brought it up in this love triangle, and then it became a thing. We don't know if the son really belongs to Gordon. So now Ink wants a paternity test. I agree with Gordon. Whether this child is biologically mine or not, that's my son. I'm all he knows. He all I know. That's my kid. Don't do me like that just because you in a new relationship and the money didn't dry it up. Girl, please. But me, he wants a paternity test and they could very well be his. From what I hear, it could be anybody's in Potomac. But we not gonna go there. That's Gordon's child. And I mean, y'all have a strange enough relationship. Why the baby can't have two daddies? Y'all already folding his fucking drawers. So why can't y'all just co-parent 3 different ways? Well, 2 different ways, because he gonna be with you and Ice and Ink at the same time. So he got one household over here and then one with Gordon. What's the problem? Y'all don't have to make this a big deal. And don't bring this shit up when we trying to have a good time. You could have brought this shit up when you dropped my laundry off in my room. What if they live together and it's really a separate room as opposed to a whole separate unit? That would be disgusting. But, I mean, because at that point, he would have to hear Mia and Ink going at it. You know, I don't know. But it wasn't the right time. Them kids on their scooters, they pumping with it. They, you know, have in the wind, bitch. They just enjoying life. And y'all sitting here talking about who could potentially be his boy's daddy. What if he would have heard that? Kids are smart these days, and they pick up on a lot of stuff, and the things you don't think that they picking up on, they do. Wendy Osefo is resigning from being a professor. You may have resigned, but you didn't do it in that scene. First of all, resignation comes in, at this caliber, comes in the form of a letter. So either you're going to type the letter up, print it out, and, you know, hand deliver it, or you're going to type up a letter, save it, and then attach it in an email saying, please see my email. Like, I can see you saying it in an email, but you need to attach a letter of resignation. For you to say, love you, and send. People who work at Nordstrom and Macy's quit jobs better than that. If your mama wasn't mad at the fact that you resigned when you tell her how you did it, she will literally fly through the ceiling. Because that was so unprofessional. Even though it was an email and you didn't say anything that was unprofessional in your email, it was so indirect. It was so, on an off day, I'm gonna quit. Like, effective the end of the month. What day are we? What day in the month what if this is the 20th and you gonna quit on the 30th? You want me to find your replacement in 10 days? It's bad enough that you always on the road and we gotta have substitutes. Like, girl. Karen, since she not drinking, she gotta find something productive to do. So she done found her 2 new friends. One is, we just gonna call her Boutique Fish because I forgot her name. One is Boutique Fish and the other is Stacy. Stacy stood out to me mainly because of that loud ass dress she had on. But her personality is cute. She's cute. And she came in comfortable. Like, it didn't feel like she was a newbie. It didn't feel like she hadn't been there before. She just slid right in and just found her footing. Come to find out, she gonna be a great fit to the show because she came in with drama. The first time we seen her, within her first scene, we find out Mama has been separated for a year. Because Karen knows the ass was like, oh, girl, where's her ring? Where's your car? Okay, like, Karen, now is not the time for you to be messy. Okay, with all that you got going on, you may want to simmer down, slow down, because you moving way too, you was moving way too fast that night, but now you cruising for a bruising. What if it was a sensitive subject? You don't do that. No, man, especially given the fact that you got some sensitivity in your situations as well that you want nobody to bring up. You want nobody to bring that up. If she would have said, oh yeah, I've been separated for a year, how are you and Mr. Huger? How's y'all's relationship? Because I heard that was on the rocks. Was that why you crashed your car? Like, you would have got pissed off. Wig would have got the shifting, and you would have been uncomfortable. So simmer down. Let the girl take off her shoe and try on some dresses. Damn. And then we have the Hatitude party. The fact that it's called Hatitude lets me know that Giselle set this shit up, because I may not know much about the show, but I know that when it comes to trends and relevance as it relates to trends and what's popular and what's now and what's current, Giselle is not your girl. Her fashions are late. Her reads are late. That storyline with Jamal Bryant was late. And this hat party was late. I think your segment, when they say Giselle and you're posing, instead of the spring sounds and the flowers falling, they should play Tardy for the Party. Because you're never on time. And I don't mean that literally. Those who get it will get it. But I do love the idea, but I doubt that it will go over well, because she has like hats custom made for each woman based on what she loves about them, or what they represent to her. And then around the room she has these like gag hats. One's a banana, one's a construction hat. Just different things for when you start to get shady, you gotta put one of them hats on. Who gonna walk around with a banana on their head because they said something shady? Do you have enough for everybody at this table? Because me and friend came in swinging. Giselle, you and Karen came in swinging when y'all was talking to me. So already we've run out of banana hats. But anyway, we sit down at the party and Karen is like, I really want to know who's here for me. For one, it might not be Giselle. It may not be Giselle. Because I get that she meant well. But if we were here for somebody who can't drink, none of the drinks should have been alcoholic. Where is your consideration for the fact that I can't indulge with y'all? I gotta have rounds of pineapple juice while y'all sit here and get toasted and feel great by the end of this event. How fair is that? And it's for me. And I can't even fully enjoy it the way y'all are. Was this for me? Was it really? So Karen wants to know who's here for me, because I don't want a bunch of bitches around me who ain't for me. Well, Karen, they're here for the check. They're not necessarily here for you or for their love for you or for this party or for Giselle or for the sake of the fact that they had time. This is work. A scene, a chick. So maybe you should have had that conversation with your family and your real friends. Because none of these girls really care. Unless you were hanging out with some of these girls before the show started. You may have made some real friendships from this show and throughout this show. But at the end of the day, every girl showed up because they wanted to be on film and get a check. Then they get on Mia's new man. Apparently, don't nobody know Ink, so I guess she must have started dating Ink at the end of last season and throughout the break. Because everybody is, who's Ink? Who's Ink? Tell us about Ink. How tall is he? But I guess that was the moment that Mia's friend felt like she needed to come in swinging. I don't know if she's a friend of the show or if she's a new girl that's on the show. I don't know. Because it seems like these days, all the girls get confessional. So you really don't know who's coming, who's going, who's staying, who's leaving. You don't know. But Mama thought she was protecting and defending Mia, and she really just threw Mia deeper into a hole by saying that both of them knew, both Gordon and Mia knew, that their marriage was business. It didn't, from the scenes I saw on Instagram and TikTok and social media sites abroad, that man was hurt by the fact that Mia was sleeping with somebody else. That man was affected by the fact that his marriage was not working. That man is still affected that this new man think that he fathered his son. And what business? From what correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know what Mia was doing before she met Gordon. But was she not down on Skid Row before she met him? Like, we're not going to sit here and act like being with Gordon wasn't a come up for her. She ain't Cynthia Bailey, and Gordon ain't Peter Thomas. If you get my drift. So she was not with him because she was so in love and attracted to this man. Hence why they hadn't been fucking for the longest. She didn't want him. She saw potential in what he could provide her and the lifestyle that she could sustain being with this man. So what you did was revealed Mia's hand and not the truth about the marriage. Which is why she's moved on and he's still single. Because if it was just business, they both would have had somebody on the side, don't you think? If it was just business, splitting the assets and going their separate ways would have been no problem, don't you think? That would have been a greater storyline. You know, I'm in this arranged marriage. We've seen it before. That would have been cute for a storyline. So when she started dating somebody, it wouldn't have been salacious and she wouldn't have been getting ripped all up and through social media comments, along with her children. So either, like I said, you revealed her hand, or you don't know shit about your friend. Here or there, I don't know. But Mia got all up in arms. Mia is somebody who, King Knows Best said this. Mia has no shame. She's a rare breed. She has no shame. She didn't give two fucks about being labeled a whore. She didn't give two fucks about everything they had to say about her relationship. But don't bring up my motherfucking kids and don't say I'm not a good mother. My son plays for football and he travels. That makes you a good mom? Because he get to travel with his sports team? Their grades are good. They're probably in a really good school with a really good tutor. I'm not saying that she is not a good mom. I'm just playing devil's advocate and saying that all of these things could be possible and you could be a trash ass mom. Everything that you named as far as why you're a good mom could be said if you were a bad mom. One doesn't really affect the other in this situation. But I'm not saying that you're not a good mom, because you could very well be a bomb ass mom, but I just think your reasons for why you were a good mom didn't really stick to the wall. So that spaghetti needs to cook a little bit longer. And then she goes in the restroom and she's crying and this, that, and the third. And that's how the episode ends. So I think I'm going to stick around for Potomac. I also started not rewatching, but I also started back watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So I'm all caught up on this current season. I don't know what's going on in the previous season, so I can't really go far back with the storylines. But you know how Love and Hip Hop do. Every season they got some people new on there. So this is the fresh batch. So I may give y'all a video on that later on. But yeah, it gave what it gave. So no, we already gave it what we had, Kat. So we go now. Right, so yeah. So it gave what it gave, so I gave it what I had. Make sure you are liking, commenting, subscribing, and that the notifications are on. Same place, same time.